if I can. There we go.
Hit maps, and then your little triangle, so you know where we are. Okay, go ahead and grab it. Okay, so talking to the camera. We are here because Kara started falling into what's most likely called a postpartum psychosis. It's different from postpartum depression in that she believes things that aren't actually real. There's no delusions in terms of seeing things or visions. It's not that, but there are things about Cora that she believes are much worse than they are. She blames herself terribly for it, and because of that, she has been talking about different escapes from our life for the last several weeks. We've gotten her different, or tried to get her different kinds of care. The most recent of which was the admission to the residential facility. She's kicking and screaming. Did not want to go, complained about it every single day and night. There were times when she discussed suicide. There are other times when she discussed just disappearing, leaving our lives, if that would maybe be the easier thing to help massage pain and stop being this burden that she is. We're hoping that that is what's happened here. So around 12 o'clock yesterday, she fled the facility. What we know is she was in a paranoid state. They were the house coordinator would told the different clients, is one of she and three other girls, that some firefighters or gentlemen from the fire district were coming over because they were going to administer vaccines at the facility on Monday. Kara approached the clinical coordinator to say, I know the firefighters are coming for me. My husband wants me to stay here for 30 days. You guys are trying to trap me here. The woman tried to calm her down and say, no, this is a voluntary facility. You can leave at any time, which is true. She just had to do discharge paperwork. She said that she felt Kara had calmed down in the 10 to 15 minutes that they had been talking, but that several times she kept saying, are you lying to me? Are you lying to me? And so there were people in the house, at the front door, in the back. At some point, they noticed somebody kind of quickly run into a bathroom. They wondered if it was Kara locking herself in there to do something. They went to the restroom. It wasn't Kara. It was one of the other girls. Then they started wondering, well, where is Kara? At that point, they started searching the house. The front door had been blocked the entire time. The fire gentleman had already been out there on the balcony, so she probably didn't go that way. Another door was locked from the inside, so it's not possible she left that way. Another window was untampered with. They think that she left through a sliding glass door from the master bedroom. If that's the case, she either went to the back or the front of the house. They don't know because nobody actually saw her leave. They noticed she was gone within a few minutes. They started searching right away. They contacted our family within about 30 minutes. They contacted police immediately. Police made it a missing persons case immediately instead of waiting 24 hours. But we are now, 22 hours since she officially left. I got down around 2 p.m., started driving around. The location is off of Morningside Drive here in Vista. So if you're looking down at your map and where we are at Smart and Final, if you look just directly left, Morningside Drive, about the middle part of the street is where the house is. I'm not going to say the exact address. Obviously, you see that green space between Morningside Drive and Cedar Road. That's essentially the backyard of the house. So it's that long rectangular. After driving around for a little while yesterday through the neighborhood, around the businesses, down back alleys, getting out of the car to go into any green space I could find. And I know that they were doing the same. I was told that gals at the house had looked at the local liquor stores. They had looked at local gas stations. I don't know that they had pictures to show, so we definitely want to canvass those spots. But they told me that she had left a note on the back patio. The note was essentially a farewell. It was not necessarily a suicide note. It could just as easily be, I'm gone, I'm taking off. in which case that's obviously what we're hoping for, and that's why we're looking for her. We don't know, though, again, what direction she went in. So all day long, myself and some others were driving around anywhere we could think of. In her phone search was a combination. In Safari, she had searched different um, suicide methods. None of them really seemed feasible for what she had available to her, except for potentially drowning. We're about 4 miles from the ocean, though. In her maps, she had searched Oceanside Pier, and so because of that, we made that a place that people were sort of at all day, and she never turned up. She also, in her maps, had searched Oceanside trains. So if you search trains right now, you'll see there's a College Station. You'll see one a little bit further south on College Boulevard. You'll see one a little bit further north. Those are the closest that she could get to on foot the fastest, but it doesn't mean those are the only ones she should go to. Only reason we think it would be train or bus is she doesn't have resources with her. She does not have her phone. She does not have her ID. She doesn't have her wallet, and she never had her credit cards. I took them when we admitted her. So all she had is about $70, give or take, in cash. She's wearing her teal leggings. She's wearing a dark t-shirt. They can't remember if it's navy blue or black, but she's wearing a dark, just short sleeve t-shirt. She doesn't have a hat. Her hair was in a ponytail. She doesn't have sunglasses. She has, Nike sneakers on. And that's it. She just has the clothes on her back and some cash. So the goal now is basically creating somewhat of a grid. I went through a couple of the local parks yesterday. Some of it, though, was at night, so it was dark. So I think maybe we get somebody or bodies back into that green space behind where the house was. It's incredibly thick back there. The vegetation is literally impenetrable. Like it's giant reeds and kind of a marshy area. So it's possible she's hiding back there. I pray to God she's not. There's another green space just north of that. If you're looking at the map, orientation regular, and it looks like there's like a little ball field or some kind of whatever behind that school. That whole area is all hilly, so there's kind of ravines back there. So we might be able to have 1 or 2 people kind of go up through that area and start searching. That John Landis Park was empty last night. I searched bathrooms everywhere. I think the plan now is create sort of our own little grid for those who want to try and search. And then I think also creating a grid for posting the flyers. So putting it out on the train stations, putting it on liquor stores, grocery stores, bus stops,